Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Monday the 1st of October 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. And as it's a Monday, we'll look at things from a weekly perspective. From that standpoint, it's really a tale of dollar pushback, certainly against the majors, with the yen weakening to 113.92 against the US dollar, with losses of 1.29% over the last week against the US dollar for the euro, sterling down by the best part of 0.75% against the dollar, I should say, and weakness in the antipodes as well. But there was a pushback in a different direction from both the South African rand and the Korean won, which were gainers on the week against the US dollar. So some of the emerging market currencies rebounding despite the dollar strength. Dollar index, as you can see, back above 95, 95.22 trading. I think the moves towards the end of last week caught a few people in the market, myself included, on the hop. And it'll be very interesting to reassess what's going to happen this week, especially in the light of some of the news that we'll come to momentarily. Okay then, what's on the calendar? Events that may move the markets today. And quite a busy day today without there being any high impact data per se to speak of. First of all, please note we have an ongoing meeting of the Eurogroup, European EU ministers meeting to discuss things such as the Italian budget proposals, etc., etc. Then, in terms of data to come, at 6 a.m. GMT, we'll have retail sales out of Germany for the month of August. At 7:15 GMT, we'll have a similar piece of data out of Switzerland. And then at 7:55, we start to get to the meat on the bones, as it were, and we'll have market manufacturing PMI data for Germany for the month of September. That'll be followed at 8 a.m. GMT by Italian unemployment data for August, but at the same time we'll have market manufacturing PMI for the wider Eurozone, again for the month of September. Remember, PMIs, leading indicators, forward-looking indicators that say quite a bit about the health of an underlying economy. At 8:30 then, it's the UK's turn for market manufacturing PMI for September, and that data is also accompanied by mortgage approvals for the month of August. At 9 a.m. GMT, we'll have Eurozone unemployment for the month of August. And then we take a break until 1300 GMT and switch over the Atlantic for the first of the day's central banker speeches, this one from FOMC member Bostic. At 13:30, we'll have Canadian market manufacturing PMI for September. And then at 1400, the US and the ISM manufacturing PMI data for September is released, alongside the ISM prices paid data also for September. And then at 16:15 we'll have the second of the day's central bank speeches, and this time it's the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston President Rosengreen that will be speaking. And if you're still in the market at 2100, you can see business confidence data for Q3 out of New Zealand. Okay then, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye overnight and over the weekend. And first of all, the Canadian dollar is firmed on reports of a new NAFTA deal, and the Canadian Cabinet was said to meet on Sunday night to approve the terms. So after some pretty fraught times, it looks like Canada, the US and Mexico have agreed a three-way trading deal. Meanwhile, Japan's Tankan survey and manufacturing PMI data both showed a dip in business confidence in the country, even as the yen weakened and the Nikkei rose. And oil prices have moved higher once more as America has accused Iran of attacking US diplomats and US diplomatic facilities in Iraq. And that's obviously a story that we should be paying close attention to over the course of this week. Okay then, food for thought, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. And as it's the 1st of October, I thought we'd take a look at the performance of various asset classes over the month of September. Among the gainers, Brent crude here, the Nikkei 225, platinum, natural gas, the Dow Jones index and the Canadian dollar. And things that were moving in the other direction, Euro Stoxx 50, the US 2000 index, 5-year US bonds, Japanese yen, and of course the German DAX. So take a look at that and have a study and see what you think, and see where some of your favourites maybe. Interesting also perhaps to note a bit of no man's land here for the US 100, the NASDAQ 100 index and the S&P 500. The Aussie dollar just edging into the gainers. Yeah, so and still on a monthly basis, interestingly, despite the gains we saw today, the US dollar is still down over the month. Right, please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks or the suitability of leverage products for you, then do contact your Pepperstone account representative. And please do take a moment to read this risk warning thoroughly. Thank you for your time.